Okay, let's roll right into our post-race for Sunday's 55th annual Food City 500 in support of Steve Burns, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series event. Qualifying 8th and been fast all day here at Bristol Motor Speedway is Kasey Kahne. Kasey's the driver of the number 5 Great Clips Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Kasey, just talk about your car, talk about your qualifying effort. Looks like you got a pretty good Chevrolet here for Sunday's race.
Yeah, I felt pretty good with the Great Clips Chevrolet. It was the first run I thought was really good. I screwed up a little bit, but the car had a great balance, a really good feel. Second run we didn't adjust and felt a little free, but we moved on easily. And then the third run we tightened up because of being a little free the run before, and I tightened up in too many ways and just couldn't put together a fast enough lap there at the end, but still felt like the balance and the car's driving. It's doing everything I want it to. It just had to hold the brake a little too long and slowed my middle down, which slowed the exit and the straightaway down, but we were fairly close.
Come on up, Brad. Also joined now by our second fastest qualifier, former NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion Brad Keselowski. He drives the number 2 Miller Lite Ford for Team Penske. Brad, obviously you've been to Victory Lane here before at Bristol. Just talk about your car and how you think things are shaping up for Sunday afternoon's race.
Sure. Well, it's still very, very early in the weekend, and the track's really not indicative of what we're going to have at a race. So as it continues to change, you'll see some kind of comers and goers from what we saw today. But either way, we're reasonably happy with our day to qualify second. You get that close, and it just seems to sting a little bit more because it didn't take much to find the next place. But it could be worse, and we're thankful for a decent starting spot and hopefully a great spot on pit road to help us all day Sunday.
All right, we'll take a couple questions here. Who has one for Kasey or Brad? Questions, Kasey or Brad? Right over here, Lee, and then Stan. Lee and Stan.
Lee Spencer, motorsport.com. Spotters kept saying that people were finding speed on the low line, and just kind of wondering if that was the case for you two.
Is that for me or?
Either one of you. I mean,
throughout
the course qualifying, the guys kept saying that, they were running the track like it was old Bristol. Can you kind of explain, what they meant and where the fast line around the track was?
You got the microphone.
All right. Yeah, I kind of felt that a little bit in practice. My first qualifying attempt was through the middle and just didn't have quite the speed that I wanted. So the next two were on the bottom and felt like I picked up when I was down there. The track's been interesting today. To me, there's been a little less grip up high compared to what it's been the last couple for a while here. Usually in practice and qualifying, you're a bit higher than what we were today. So I was a little surprised by that, but like Brad was saying, it's still a long ways away from how it's going to be for race day, and then during the race it'll change as well. So I think maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we'll be able to race all over the track on Sunday rather than just as much on the top. Might be good.
Yeah, I like what Kasey said, so copy paste that. Yeah.
Good. Stan has a question, and then we'll take maybe one more. Go ahead, Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPM tonight. For either one of you, or for both of you, was it in your mind at all during qualifying about the way the safer barrier situation has changed? And do you think that affected your qualifying at all?
I didn't notice it. If you wouldn't have told me, I guess I wouldn't have known. Somebody asked me the same question after practice, and I guess maybe I didn't pay that close attention before, but I didn't notice a difference. I don't know if you did, Kasey.
Yeah, my first couple laps in race trim, I was pretty close to it, and because I was close to it, I remembered, that they had made an adjustment there. But after that point, I really haven't thought much about it, and I don't think it's really affected anything to this point. Now we get into the race, and we're racing past and all that, running side by side. It might change some things up, but to this point, I haven't really noticed it that much. No.
Final question right here to my left.
Pat DeCola, NASCAR.com. This is for you, Brad. Earlier today, I asked Matt Kenseth about just the state of your relationship, and he said you guys have been pretty clean racing since Charlotte last year. So it's kind of funny that you guys are on front row together. So what's your take on the whole status of all that right now?
I don't know. I really hadn't thought about it. I guess my take is I don't think about it that much to let it affect me either way, and I focused on the task at hand of making the most out of this weekend, and I try not to be very reflective once I get in the car and save that for when I'm out of it. But right now I'm not really. It's not something I've put any thought into, to be honest.
I mean, we asked because Richmond is next week, and that's sort of where it started, it seemed.
Sure.
Brad, Kasey, congratulations on a fine Friday here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Good luck the rest of the weekend. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.